Good evening. Evening. Dean has arrived. Hello all. Hello, Dean. You okay? Started back yet? Back on those roofs? Oh, it's still staying at home. Got the ladders out, climbing up on the chimneys. Hello, David. Hello, Laura. Good afternoon. Wow, Lake District. How was it? Go anywhere nice? Have a good trip? Bring back any gingerbread? Eat any gingerbread? See any lakes? Was it wet? It's a lot of questions, isn't it? Any candle mint cake? Wet. Yep. You always guaranteed a bit of rain or a lot of rain. Wow, wet and no gingerbread. You're not good at Grassmere? Yeah. We were meant to be going up in June for the weekend retreat. Postponed till, well, not postponed, cancelled. There's another one in October. Going back up to Grassmere. October weekend retreat, that's scheduled to go ahead. All being well. Looking at the theme Zen. Find your inner Zen. And then next year, running 2 retreats up there, hopefully. Hello, Joe, Jessica, Elizabeth, Anne. Next year, going to be doing a walking meditation retreat in the Lake District. Hello, Michelle. Gone for the more formal name now on Facebook. Yeah. Good evening. Hello, Lucy. Do I know the dates off the top of my head? Which dates are we talking about? What dates? Which dates of which retreat? Usually like mid-October, mid-June. If you just Google Mindspace Lake District weekend retreats, the dates will be there. Hello, Julie, Heather, and Elizabeth. In October, it's like the 20-something. They're very, the admin there, very chilled out, so you can book on, and then of course, if there's any issue, get a refund and or postpone it. And also when you book, you only put down a deposit for the retreat. All the booking is done through the retreat center there, but it's very relaxed. I think you put a 10% deposit down. But as we stand, they are scheduling the weekend retreat in October. Hello everyone, it's time for your evening meditation session. Here we are on the 6th of July, when this is being streamed live. It is our 106th session, and we're exploring the world of our mind. We started the day, or the week off, this morning by emphasizing and trying to remember the great kindness that we've received from others, and trying to highlight that as opposed to other things that we receive from them. And we made the intention at the beginning of the day to try to keep that in our mind, carry it in our mind through the day, even through the week or month. If you did that meditation, don't worry if you didn't. You can relate this to another experience that you had. You may have found during the day you weren't able to maintain it all the time. Yeah? You may have found today, because when we think about the kindness of others and we feel this sense of interconnectedness, we have a sense of affectionate love, our mind is peaceful, even blissful, and all is well in meditation. Fantastic. Then when we go out into the world, things start to shift, change, our energies change, our winds change, and we may find ourselves becoming slightly disturbed by life, news, interactions. In meditation, our mind is peaceful. And then when we go out and whatever we do, we starts to feel a sense of unease. And so we don't have to deal with that, we distract ourselves by being busy. But if we were to sit down, we'd probably feel a sense of unease. Maybe even disturbed, maybe even unpeaceful. And usually, well, when we feel unpeaceful and disturbed internally, we usually feel this is because of what's happening. This is because of something that is happening outside of me. And to make myself feel better, I need to change something outside of me, or bring something towards me, or push something away. Usually these two activities are going on, pushing something away, whether it's a person, an experience, an inanimate object, pushing it away, or trying to bring an experience towards us. And this is hard work, yeah, to try to feel better. We always want to feel good. We want to feel good, don't we? We want to feel peaceful and happy. But through the day, sometimes we don't. The mind that points outwards and says, well, it's because of this, it's because of that. I need to change this, I need to improve that. This arises and then makes us engage in external actions to try to improve. But what is helpful to appreciate that when our mind is unpeaceful and disturbed, it's due to the presence of what is known as delusion. Yeah. Delusion, we have some deluded state of mind, confused state of mind. There are three main ones. Yeah. Confusion is the biggest one, located around here in the crown. Confusion, knots, we get tied up here due to our confusion about the way we exist in the world around us. We develop the other two delusions, main ones anyway, root delusions as they're known, which is anger. Anger is the pushing away, rejection. Yeah, that can be done physically, verbally, mentally. Anger can manifest as sarcasm, cynicism, hardening our heart, not saying anything. Many manifestations of it. Anger, it comes from the heart. We feel it here. When we're angry, it's not up here. It's here. It's like a tight grasping, tight knots. There's all these knots raveled around our heart. And at that time, we are furious with something going on outside of us. We'd no idea that it's arising due to the delusion of anger. And then the final one is attachment, which is located in the navel. Yeah. This pulling things towards us. This will make me happy. That will make me happy. This person, this experience, this qualification, this reputation, all these things will improve my life. So these three are known as the root delusions, and they create all our problems. Yeah, they create all the other delusions. It's like and all the difficulties and problems in our life revolve around these three root delusions. They're often depicted in Buddhist iconography, Buddhist art, as a pig. Pig is a representation, poor pig. Yeah, the pig is a representation of ignorance, confusion. And coming out of the pig is a snake, which is anger, the poison of anger, and pigeon. Pigeon, which is symbolic of attachment. Pigeons are always looking for food. Maybe we're always looking for food. Always hungry, always going in the fridge, always thinking about food. Yeah, it's attachment. Can't just put a stop to always eating and snacking. These are the three root delusions. They've got a lot to answer for. And what is helpful when we're meditating and when we're going about our daily life, like we're trying, for example, to remember the kindness of others, which is just a straightforward instruction, but it's through the day we can forget and then feel unpeaceful and in control, especially when we're interacting with others. Far from appearing kind, you may be getting angry with them. We're confused about them and their relationship with ourselves, causing anger and attachment to arise. And then our mind starts to feel unpeaceful and uncontrolled and disturbed. It seems as though it's the person making us feel like that. But from a meditative perspective, which we need to start looking at the world through the meditative perspective, see, it's actually coming from my mind and my delusion. It's like the cloud when we sit and watch our mind, which is what we're going to do soon. That time we had this vast state of mind, peaceful mind. And then these clouds, these are the delusions then. And we see them for what they are because we're sitting quietly, like a mountain, and our breath like the wind. But when we are totally focused on something in our life, we no longer feel like a mountain and our mind like the sky. Our delusions are taking control and making us blame this person and blame that person and run around continuously trying to solve our daily problems, believing that external hard work somehow is going to solve our daily problems. If we want to solve our daily problems, we just need to reduce the power of our delusions. No amount of tinkering with the outside world will solve the root of our problems. Well, we carry them around with us. You can go and live in a country as far away as possible from where you are now. They seem idyllic. They're incredible. But when we go there, we take our delusions with us. Can't leave them at home. They follow us around until we confront them and reduce their power. How do we confront them? Very skillfully, by seeing them for what they are. And the interesting thing about delusion, which you may have started noticing, when you get upset, bad-tempered, all this, and you stop blaming other people, and you start seeing these as states of mind, and then you look at the state of mind, what happens to it? Runs away. We've seen them for what they really are. When they are secretly playing around in the shadows, controlling everything, yeah, great power and convincing. But when we stop in meditation and see them for what they are, or in our daily life, we pull back and think, wait a minute, you're feeling like this, not because of what this person said to you, but because of your response due to the power of the delusion. How can you stop feeling like this? Look at that mind. How? In a non-judgmental way, and let it dissolve. And this meditation that we're training in here is the way to get a deep experience of that. This training is not intellectual, so if you don't meditate, it's virtually impossible to do. You can know intellectually how to do it, but when the you-know-what hits the fan, we just get upset and carry on as normal. Our behavior doesn't change. The indication that when meditation is working is that we change. Our relationships change. Everything improves because we start taking responsibility. We stop blaming others. You see immediately things improving. Yeah. Let's give it a go once again. Get some insight into the power of our mind. Sitting quietly and taking 5 deep inhalations. Breathing in. Deep inhalation. Holding. And releasing. 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 Final one. Deep inhalation. Holding. And releasing. And we set our intention, reflecting on the kindness we've received from others, even today. Everything we've done today, even if we stayed at home, we've depended on countless people. The food in our stomach, the technology that we're using right now, the roof over our head, will come from others. Money that we've used to purchase whatever we've done today, whatever we bought today, that's come from others. The job we have, only possible due to other people. Our body, given to us by our parents, and theirs given to them by their grandparents, and so on and so forth. Incredible network of energy for us to live our life today. So we offer thanks and appreciation. We remember with affection the kindness of others. And we develop a wish that they can find freedom from suffering. This is compassion. Our heart reaching out to our family and friends, all the people across the world. May they be free from their suffering, find solutions to their daily problems. We engage in the 9-round breathing to dispel impure energies from our channels. Doing this gently, deep inhalation, switching and breathing out 3 times. Deep inhalation, switching and breathing out 3 times. Breathing in through both nostrils and holding that deep in the body. Feel your world slowing down. When you're ready, breathe out 3 times. Already calm and clarity arising. We are dispelling confusion and distraction. Let's go again. Deep inhalation. Switching and breathing out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Switching and breathing out 3 times. Breathing in through both nostrils. And breathing out 3 times. In the final 9 rounds, over to you. Engage in this practice in your own time, as long as you like. Here we are, completely present. Our body not rushing anywhere anymore. We've gifted ourselves the opportunity to stop. Finally, to settle. So many things we could be doing right now, but we stopped. We're slowing down our life, unraveling the knots, tension. Our body like a mountain, completely rooted in the earth. Feel that support from the earth. Recognize the support from countless people. All across the world. Our existence depends on them. Incredible network. We're interconnected with every living being. Our breath is a constant, blissful wind. There it is. So simple. In our mind, sky, vast, without boundary. There's no obstruction there. Like we are the sky. And the delusions which come into our mind during the day. Where are they now? It's like clouds that have dissolved. With a very gentle awareness, we can dissolve all the delusions in our mind. And experience deep peace. No longer do we need to plan, worry about the future. Be stuck in the past with the baggage. Think too much about what we're doing. No need to try to work things out all the time, or to force something to happen. Just rest and finally relax into the blissful space of the mind. Everything is arising from our mind. Distractions, they arise like clouds in the vast sky of the mind. We are much more than our distractions and worries and stresses. Any recurring negative thought about yourself or somebody else, it's just a cloud, dark cloud in the vast sky of our mind. You can start to let this go and move on. And as our session concludes, we dedicate all the good energy for all the people in the world. We repay their kindness. What can I do to help to repay the kindness I receive? I can start by dedicating all the good energy from my meditation for the benefit of others. May everyone find bliss, calm in their lives. And when you're ready, please bring your session to a close and open your eyes. Another meditation tomorrow morning in 12 hours time. It will be meditation 107. We will continue our training, our gradual training of the mind. Maybe even surprising ourselves how we can let go of these recurring negative thoughts. How? Not by ignoring them or beating them up or beating ourselves up mentally, by blissfully looking at them in the space of meditation. Mental development can be a blissful, enjoyable, happy path if we approach it in the right way. We need to befriend our mind, not be our worst critic. We need to have a keen observation of what's going on, but we're not doing it in a negative way. We just see the activity of mind. We can start to diagnose the condition. So when there's something we feel there's something not right, we can look at our mind and think, what is it? Which one is it? Like we, in the past, centuries ago, when the spiritual guides used to be able to point these things out to help students on their way, but because our egos now are so strong, we take great offense if someone points out some strong delusion that we have. So we have to do it ourselves. We have to try to look when our mind is disturbed and think, what delusion is this? And then just look, and you'll see as you look, it starts to dissolve. But we have to slow down and be mindful, because if we're rushing around mindlessly, it's playtime for the delusions. They run amok. So during the day, trying to slow down, look, abiding in peace, and then encouraging positive states of mind as opposed to deluded states of mind. And this week, the positive state of mind of affectionate love for others, which comes from considering what they do for us. Yeah, we could spend time thinking of what they don't do for us and what's wrong with people. We could do, but we've only got a certain amount of time each day. And if we're wanting to train affectionate love, that's not helpful, because other people do a lot for us as well. Let's try to focus on that. See how you get on. Keep an eye out for delusion and enjoy this blissful path. Tomorrow, I'll be here at 8 if you want to come along and do some more morning meditation.